All right. What is going on, guys? It is Matt with Sith Bricks, and we are back with another good build episode today. Hold on a second. Is my microphone on? Yep, it should be. All right. So we're building a Mould King Monarch build 2 today. So it's about, let's see, there is 6 total bags within bag 2. I still got 2 that I haven't even opened yet. There's quite a bit in here. So, yeah. Hey, if you're whoever is on, can you hear me okay? Can you let me know in the comments, please? Because I'm not getting the normal feedback from my microphone that I would. So let me know if you can hear me, please. I'm going to finish getting these bags open and get this build going. I had so much stuff going on today that it's been crazy. All right. Okay, I'm going to try something here because I am not getting the... All right. Well, hopefully this works. You guys can hear me. Let's see. I'll put it in the comments too. All right, guys, I'm typing something real quick. Okay. Let's see if that helps. So, all right. Well, I don't got anybody on right now, but that's okay. We're going to get going on the build, and as people pop in, we will talk. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It is actually really cold here in Delaware today, like way colder than it should be. So, you know, hopefully this is like the last grasp of winter here, because normally in the next couple of weeks we start warming up. And so, all right, well, I'm going to get going. Let's see what we got going on here. Looks by the picture that we've got here today that we're going to finish building the front part of the foot of the stand, and then looks like we're going to work on the back side of the warship. So, all right. Pull this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's okay. I can text her in my live stream. I don't have anybody watching anyway. That's okay. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. All right, I'm going to have one of my kids hop on my live stream and test it out to see if it's working or not. Because I have a feeling that my microphone is not working.
This is where the fun begins.
All right, let's see. We're making some progress here. So this has been a very common building technique that Mould King on this set has been doing, where they have a 2x2 here, and then you do a 2x16 here, and then we're going to overlap this 2x16 this way, and then put the 2x4 that way. Okay, great. Thank you, Dragon King. I appreciate it. That's good to know, because normally there's green buttons right here, and they normally will light up and let me know that my microphone is working. So they're not moving. That's why I wanted to know. So thank you, Dragon King. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, make sure to like the stream for me, Dragon King. I always appreciate the likes. It helps me out. It creates more visibility for the channel. All right. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it. Now, you go have fun. Don't worry about this. You know you go have fun doing what you're supposed to be doing today. All right. Let's see here. So this has been a very repetitive building process during this build, which is good because it provides a lot of good structural integrity. But there you go. You guys can kind of see that we're zigzagging the bricks and then we're interlocking them with these to provide good solid foundation builds, because this is a very heavy set. So doing that really helps it out a lot. Thank you to the second person that joined. I appreciate it. Make sure you like the stream for me if you appreciate what's going on. It helps a lot with channel visibility. All right. Sorry about that. We're keep going here. Let's see here. Oh, man, these are so cool that these are in this bag. I know I've said it before, guys, but I have a lot of nostalgia for these style of sloped bricks. These were the Legos that I had when I was a kid. Whenever you bought a package, you got so many of these sloped ones, and these were the absolute best for building like spaceships and warships and anything else, because you could get that cool like triangle flow, and it just made it look like a really cool ship. So every time I see these, I've got a lot of nostalgia for them. Okay. There we go. Cover piece. All right. Let's see here. We do one here, one here, two up here. Yep. Okay. I need one of these. Nope. Need one of these. I got to search through these bricks. I'm looking for one cover piece. Oh, there it is. Woo. This is always a challenge when there's only two of these in this huge pile I got over here, and I got to dig them out. Always is a fun challenge. No, actually, I did need that style one. Now let's hope I get this right this time and don't mess it up like I did the last time, and I had to fix my mistake. If you guys watch bag one, you'll see where I had to fix something. So I can definitely tell that this is going to the base to build the foot out, because this is the exact same style of build I was doing then with the Technic pieces and making this rock solid. So. So I have two of these. I need to find one more. Okay. Okay, well, hopefully that's not my first missing piece of the day. Let me check my extras bin and see if there's one in there. Oh, and yes, don't anybody worry. The MVP is present, ready to rock and roll. Okay, I don't have one of those. Oh, good, there it is. Whew. Man, I always hate it. Like when you're just looking for one more. And it's like, please don't play tricks on me, eyeball. And it's like right there. Whew. Okay. That's what I figured that was going. So now we're going to bring out the base of the ship here. All right. And this is going to go right over here. Let's see. Nope. Make sure this is lined up properly. Yes, it is. All right, so that's good now that we've got the other side installed on the base, which I thought was really odd for this, is that when we put this on, only this side was done. Normally, Mould King likes to do things very symmetrical. So I was actually really shocked when only this part of the foot was partially built. We still had to put on this side, which I did, and we still have to build out the base feet, which you see back here. So I thought that was really odd with the first bag, because that's definitely not Mould King style. They like to build very symmetrically. I'm going to go and set this down over here while I can still hold it like this. All right. All right. Oh, almost got me again. Make it make it times two. I almost missed it. Not today, senor. I always do forget how much counting I have to do when I do this because there is so many, like they don't, the pieces in the bags aren't organized. They're just for the entire bag. So sometimes it makes it tricky when you're looking for a piece like that. There's so much counting that goes on. Thankfully, it's no higher than 16 because that's the biggest piece is 16. All right, let's see. I need 8 of these. All right. So now I have to make 8 of these here. So much fun there. Doesn't really matter how they go on. They said you should hook them in the back like that. So that's what we're doing. So now we're building the base of the feet. Oh, bless me. All right, so they're built. All right. All right. Just looking for these things right here. Sometimes it's tricky to get them all. Also, on the good news front is that I think I have a lead on a desk that will help me out tremendously. So I'm hoping that within the next couple of weeks, I will be able to be actually at an actual desk doing this downstairs from my workroom. So that way you guys don't have to see my awesome kitchen countertops anymore. I'm looking forward to actually getting downstairs to an actual work area. So, again, when you're looking for something, sometimes you have to get lucky online and get it. So I'm hoping that I can make it work with this person to get something. And then that way I don't have to worry about sitting in my kitchen anymore. And I can sit in my nice comfy chair that I have and work from downstairs, lights and everything, just to make sure you guys can see everything. All I'm doing right now is capping these legs right here. So there's where my sloped bricks went, and then we're putting caps on them right now. So exciting times. But this is the kind of detail work that I really like with Mould King, where they're so far superior to Lego and all this, is taking the extra time to actually do all this and make it look good. So, even though sometimes it's really tedious and it makes me want to pull out my non-existent hair, I still enjoy the detail work the most. I am also happy to report that I did not get a bag of death in this so far. Like, the last couple Mould King sets, there was the bag that had all the little 1-bys with the pinchers, my fingers of death. Well, I haven't seen them yet. So fingers crossed that those are going to be minimum, So, but the one thing I meant to point out that I am concerned about, so there is an entire I've got an entire cup full of these guys here, the ones that sit and spin. So I'm hoping there's not a lot of rotational parts, that maybe these are just going to get somehow stuck in decoration somewhere. Because if these are going to be spinning everywhere, that's going to create a lot. I mean, there is a lot. You know, this is like a 6-ounce cup completely full of them. I had to shake it down just to get them to seat properly. So we got a lot of those coming up. All right, so it looks like they did it again with, well, actually, no, these may actually show it better. So because these front ones have the 2 on each side. So, oh yeah, much better. So we're going to go and put these guys on. There we go. Now we have the feet of the base all put together. Again, while I can still carry this, because at some point this is going to be it's going to become hard to carry. So, all right. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to flip this bad boy over. All right, and then we're going to put on, looks like a couple of long ones here. Yep. Okay, that makes sense now. I was wondering why there was a hole and a gap there, because these back ones don't have it. So you can see right here where there's the gap compared to this one. And these ones, they use the big plates. So just being careful not to press down too hard so I don't mess with the Technic pieces that are down here. I'm going to lift it up off the ground, actually. All right, and there we go. Now it's looking fancy pants. So go and set this out of the way now. So we're going to get back to the long building here. So, all right, got a couple of likes. So let's see. You know, I was kind of shocked too. This is all the black Technic pieces that they gave me in this set, at least in my spare bag with all the extras. So I wonder if there's going to be more in there, but this is awfully less than what I normally get in these. So, you know, and this is the only ones that I got of the long blue ones. So it'll be interesting to see how it all comes together. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to do a lot of counting when I do these to make sure I got the right spaces for all these, because you misstep one Technic piece and it'd be the nightmare of the century trying to back trace it and fix your mistake. All right, so we're zigzag building again, as you can see with the gray piece there compared to the other black ones, which is a great way to build, by the way. If you ever design your own, is zigzagging these bricks is a great way to get that structural integrity to hold heavy weights. So there's Anna. She's saying hi to everybody in the stream. She's actually not that big of a camera dog. Like normally if you take your phone camera out, Xana wants nothing to do with you. So we're getting these guys involved now. Let's see. Oh, and for those that don't know, these little gray ones here, that's how they hook the plates up to the outside. For those that have never seen that type of thing before, they allow you to do this with them. So pretty ingenious way of making it work. Put these guys back. by 16 goes here. All right, back to zeros. It's okay. We'll just keep building. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys something here when people come to rewatch this. So this part threw me off here that it said that there were 6, but as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs sticking out. The 6th one is on the back side here where it's flush, and you guys can see that red circle there. Don't miss that when you're counting those 6 out because I almost did. All right. Thanks to whoever just joined. Looks like it's gonna be a light crowd today, but that's okay. Can't win them all. I'm just currently working on this big. This looks like it's going to be a back piece to the warship because you got the gray pieces right here and you got the pieces here to hook up bricks to. So that's what I'm working on right now. If I get more people or people talking, I'll point the camera down. But right now it's just me, guys. So, yep. We're going to just keep rocking and rolling. Forgot I got a muted chat. I'm in for another Star Wars thing I'm doing. They're getting a little wild right now. All right, fix that problem. Okay, I've got to put 7 of these in now. 7. So like I said, you got to count these up here. So make sure when you guys are doing this, so this is the front side that I've been working with, but a lot of these ones are sticking out the back side. So when a count tells you to do 7, you may only see 4 on this side. Make sure you look for the other ones on the back side so you get it right. Ooh, that one was tricky to seat there because the booklet, since it's on the flush side, it was tough. Hey, Levi, what's going on, man? Working on the back piece of Monarch. Yep, I'm finally doing it, man. And you know, I've made a commitment to Levi that I'm going to stick to Mould King almost exclusively now. I sat down the other day on their website and AliExpress and about anything else I could get information on, and I've kind of created a roadmap of all the builds I want to do, so that way I can pretty much stay to Mould King. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty much exclusively for the next couple of years, and I think that'll be good. I did a stream a couple of streams ago. There, I had several people tell me and later on message me that, you know, seeing me do Legos was kind of a take back because one kid even said, and I thought this was pretty cool. He's like, "You're known in the community for Mould King," and I was like, "I am," and he's like, "Yeah." So he's like, you know, he's like, "There's a lot of us that would much rather just watch Mould King builders instead, you know, more because that's what you're known for." And I was like, okay, cool. So that kind of, you know, I thought that was pretty cool. You know, now granted, that's just one person's comment, but to have them say that about me really kind of motivated me to really focus on Mould King, not only the Star Wars sets, but a lot of other Mould King sets. And so that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. Okay. Okay, so I need a gray 2, which is I need a 2 by 3, 2 of these, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 of those, 2 by 8. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas, Levi, so I'm really happy with it. Man Cave's coming along. I had just mentioned that I have a line on a desk. So that'll be nice that I can actually get downstairs in my comfy chair and actually work at my desk, and you guys won't have to see me up in my kitchen anymore. You know, I'll actually have a dedicated workspace. I'll be able to get my big computer up down there and multiple webcams, a quality microphone, and good lighting. So again, I think I'm going to make it about the end of April by the time I have everything set up. So it'll be, at least I'll have a work area. And you know what it is when you're doing a room. You know, you're like, you have everything everywhere, but you get that one thing and it kind of sets in motion getting everything else done. Where for me, it's getting the desk done. Once I have a desk and I can set up the computer and I can build out that work area, I think it's going to make everything else fall into line. That was the wrong one. I almost started with the wrong section. Let's see. I need a 1x2 blacks, a 1x6. Another 1x6. Those are 2x7s. See, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need a 1x8 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry for the quiet counting, but I got to figure this all out. So 16. There we go. Yeah, man, it's a good problem to have. So I'm paying attention here to make sure I get these spaced on here properly. Keep looking at the wrong set of instructions, so it's messing with me right now. So yes, I absolutely did that, Levi. On these back ones here, I actually, and it's in my bag one video, I had to put, instead of having one here, I have 4 across on each side, so they're rock solid into place now. The front ones were fine, but my back ones, I definitely had to put more Technics into them because they did not look right at all. Thankfully, I have a plenty of extras, so it was an easy fix. I just had to run downstairs to my extras bag because I keep all my Mold King extras separate from all my Lego extras. So MVP for the win. All right. So I need another single. Let's see here. A couple of blacks. 1x6, 2x6, 1x6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need a 1x. Lots of counting. There we go. Okay. Well, so far, it's been pretty good to me. So we'll see. What happens down the line here. Can't really complain. Yeah. Government's calling me. Not answering. Yeah. Give me. So what I'm working on right now, Gambler, is this right here. So this is going to be. So I finished the front part of the stand. So that's what I did there, was finish that, which I thought I mentioned it early in the video. It was really odd because normally Mould King builds symmetrically. So I thought it was really odd that when bag one was done, this front base wasn't finished. So I finished the front base, and now I'm working on a piece here that I can only imagine, because of its size, is going to go across the back here. So I'm actually working on the bottom side here and putting all these brace pieces down right now, and I'm just counting them out. So here, I'll pull it back down here so you guys can see it more. So. Oh, okay, that's what I'm working on. Leave it. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing's huge. I mean, it's it's down here to my fingertip, and it's almost up my arm. So it's big. I'm trying to get it in the screen. So it's big. There's just so much counting that has to go into this to make sure I get the right size pieces for everything. Sorry, I'm just staying focused on this right now. I want to make sure I get it right. Take that off. Let me start from over here. Okay, so what I was wanting to make sure here is I had these little pieces sticking out over the edge on each side. And it looked odd to me at first, but now I see what they're trying to do as far as what I'm building. And so, yep, I just wanted to make sure. That's why I was counting and pulling apart. So MVP time. Money. That's the one thing I love about it. So make sure you get those nice straight set pieces and with little to no gaps on it all. So that's the way you want it. Money ain't for nothing. All right. Oh, okay. I see you now. So we left those little spots open to put these 1-bys on here, these thick bricks on. Okay, so I did do it right. So by having that hanging, you can see it allowed me to flush out both ends there. So all right, well, good. I'm glad that it's built like a tank, because the only drawback to the Eclipse, it is not built like a tank. The Eclipse is a little too flimsy even for me. So I'm glad that it's built like a tank. It's probably because it doesn't have anything on the inside. That's probably a big reason why they're able to reinforce it even more. So we need a 1x6, 2x8. So I've got to count, guys. I hate that I have to do that, but it's just a fact of life. Yep, I'm not. All right, let's see here. I need a. Oh shoot! No, I lost. Yep. And I need a 1x10. And then I need a black one. Yeah, this is all the counting that I'm doing right here. So it's just the only way I can make my brain be a good brain and do what I needed to do. Oh, see, I already made my first mistake because I forgot to put this piece on. Now I'm off all the way down the line, but I didn't hammer these into place. So pick them off and fix the glitch. See, now it looks better. Now it's all lined up the way it should be. Now I can
Execute order 66.
all right. Bet you I'm gonna do the same thing. Yep, pretty much. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of these. Need 2 of these. 1x6. Yeah, I've got to pay attention to the Eclipse stand eventually, Levi, and I'll get to that. And so I'm sure, mine can use some work too. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking at it to make sure I'm doing this right. So one thing that is very helpful is when I'm looking at this picture here, I know it's upside down, but it's hard sometimes to tell by looking at it from this way. So I go to this end where it's easier and I work my way backwards. So that's what I was doing right there. Oh yeah, and I'll probably fix the Eclipse's stand when I finally get my Eclipse enclosure built for my ship, because I've got a bunch of minifigures downstairs to be able to put it together and give it a lot of nice interior look. So, all right. Oh, and if you guys haven't already, please, if you're on, make sure you like this. The likes help with channel visibility. Okay. All right. And we did that section right. So it's hammer time. There we go. As soon as I can, I'm going to get the book out of the way, guys, so you guys don't have to look at that. But I'm kind of stuck with it right now because I have limited space over this way. So I know it's kind of a hindrance, but I got to have it here for right now. As I put more and more of this together, I'll be able to push the book to the side and give me the room I need so you guys can see what I'm doing a lot more clearly. At least you know where I'm at in the book. Yeah. You would probably be the only one, Levi, who would know. Oh, well. So this is not nice. So I've got to put 7 of these in, and the pictures are on the back side. So, yeah. It looks like they're going to be in here where I have the gaps in between everything. So that's what I'm hoping for as I go to put these in, that they're not going to fight me too much. Man, this is so tricky. Oh. Well, I think I've got them in the right spot, but this is really, really tricky to do here, guys. By far the hardest part. Now, I'm hoping, based on the Technic pieces over here, I believe I've got them in the right spots because these ones here line up with corresponding Technic pieces, except for the center one, which is lined up center over here. And this one right here lines up with this area. This one here, this one, and this one, they're all flat spotted. These two are the hardest two to place because they don't line up with a flat area. So, man, I hope I did that right. All right, cool. Thanks, Levi. Woo! That was a nasty little one. Yep. And now that I've done it and I can see the book, I know I did it right because I had to put these 1x2 pieces on here, and now they line up where they're supposed to be. So sometimes you just got to turn the page, and pay attention to what you're doing. It's a Christmas miracle. All right. So I just had to put this piece on like this. So if you guys are doing this, make sure that these line up correctly. That's the surefire way to make sure you're doing it right. Let's see. I need the 5. That's what I'm looking for right there. So I'm putting it right here. Am I doing that right? Yeah. For some reason, you think this piece would stand out in my pile. It was like trying to find a needle in a haystack. All right, so now we're getting ready to attach it here. So I'm going to pull the camera back here a little bit so you all can see what I'm about to attempt to do on the back of the ship here. All right, so I got this mounted here, which looks correct because what I had to do is that center block there, as I had to mount it into here, and I think I know it's right because these ones are spaced like they should be in the picture. So now I have to pull it all the way back so you guys can just see the size of it. So again, this is my arm, and this thing is pretty much as long as my arm. This is the back piece here where the engines are going to go eventually. So, yeah. Yep. So, okay, we got them on there. Oh, shoot, I missed a step. Okay, I got to put the stupid telephones on. Okay. So I had telephones in my bag, and now I know where they go because I skipped a step. And I got to put these guys on real quick. All right, I'm going to put them on some 1x3s. Thankfully, I skipped ahead, but it's not going to affect me negatively. So I just put this telephone on this 1x3, and it's going to go right on. Is that it? No. Haha. See, that's why you pay attention, Matt. So it's actually going to go right here. And we'll do the same thing over here. So we got our telephones on our ship. And then I also thought it was really odd that they would go and have me put my little, I call these things fire hydrants. I don't know what they are. They're 90-degree pieces. They have that one sitting on there too, like flimsy as all heck. So I'm waiting for me to accidentally flick that off about 17 times while I'm attempting this build. All right. Okay, no, we're going to stick with this. No, I need a... All right, so that works because it needs a 1x12 plate that comes all the way out. So there you go. All right. So one thing, if you guys are ever having, so I put a plate on here. If you ever have to hammer and it's in the air, put your fingers underneath it. Otherwise, you're just going to knock something out. And don't be afraid to put a little resistance on it. So that way you get a good flush seating of everything. Yep, doesn't look like I screwed it up too much yet. All right. But there's a lot of work. So I'm going to kind of pull it back like this because I'm now working on this area, it looks like. So you guys can see me better, right? I got to take my hat off because my head is starting to sweat under my kitchen light. All right. Okay, though, I need to stand up and get the blood flowing to my legs again. So these ones right here, these back ones that spin, that are right next to it here, make sure, like I just did, I just turned this one up because you got to put a triangle piece on here, and this is going to help get it into place properly. You don't want this spinning too much over here. So it's this piece here where my thumb's at, and this piece right here where my thumb is at. Now, these pieces right here, they're not going to fully lock into place, but they're not going to spin anymore wildly. Like, you know, these ones right here would spin all the time. So. All right, now we're doing some serious work on the warship here now. Trying to figure out a way that you guys can best see what I'm doing here. Yeah, this guy right here, that fire hydrant. So. Okay, so I just built this little piece here. Now I've got to snap it onto the ship over here. Okay. All right, so what I just did is, I'm trying to get the angle right here, is I built that and it snaps into right here. Now you've known if it's done right is if it lines up with, this used to be one of these spin bricks here that's into place, and it'll line up with this brick that also spins as well. So now I'm going to put some reinforcement on it, and I guarantee I'm about to do the same on the other side. So just bear with me here, guys, while I'm doing it. All right, so that's exactly what I did is I reinforced all this here. So now I've locked this brick is under here that used to spin. It is now firmly locked into place by using all this extra bracing right here. It's tricky to see with the black and the light, but it's there. So we're just, you guys can see those blue pieces going in right here. So we're fixing that right now. Hey, what's up, Bonnie? How you doing? Yep, it's time to flip it around. I'm actually going to do it this way now, so you guys hopefully get a better view of what I'm about to do right here. This is what I'm making right here. All right. So again, I just did this for this side, so I'm now doing the same thing over here. And now we're just going to, and again, if you've done it right, let's see if I can get the camera angle to pick it up a little bit better. It'll snap into place right here. And you'll know if it's right because it lines up with these. But, I can see where I made a mistake putting these in because they're not lined up properly as they should be. So I need to bring this back off and then move these guys over. Oh, wait a minute here. Okay, something happened here. Because my pieces are not lining up properly. Like I have the right length in here, but they do not line up properly like they should have. Now, how the heck did that happen? Okay. So I don't know how this happened, but my pieces are not lined up, but everything is where it's supposed to be, and all of my pieces are correct. Oh, okay, never mind. They are right. I see what I did. I put this piece together backwards. Woo! I was like, what is going on here? So this piece was on backwards. So it should, this fat part should tuck into the warship like this. And now it lines up. Okay. Crisis averted. It was just really odd, guys. I thought I had done it right, but I didn't, as usual. You can always count on me for at least 7 solid screw-ups per build. So now we're putting these pieces on to shore it all up. Man, had me worried there for a minute. So now we go. Now we're playing with fire. So this piece goes on next. It needs to be lined up with the tower here because you're going to set 2 Technic pieces into position using that. So you're going to take this Technic piece here, and there you go. And this next one is going to go right underneath it. So there you go on those ones. Now you having the blue in there helps it to be seen a little bit better, which is nice. Okay, so we're done with this for now. Again, it's getting big. I got to really pull back here to get it done. But again, it's the length of my, it's actually probably same length as my arm. And I'm a 6 foot tall guy. So that's a big old piece. Whew, okay. But now we're back to this kind of building here where you build like this. And so I'm going to try to get the workbook out of the way some here. That way you guys can see more of what's going on versus looking at the book. Okay. This is by far just like little nuances is when the instruction tells you to do it, you've got to push it in from this side, but it doesn't give you a clear picture from this side. So you got to put it in there and then flip it over to make sure that the holes on this side match what you're actually seeing in the book. Man, I'm doing a lot of counting today. Oh. This piece got a little schmammered by the old maker there. You guys can see it right there. It's going to be tricky. Just don't think that one's going to work. Shoot. All right. Well, hopefully I can work around it. Yeah, it must have been an issue because this one got chewed up a little bit too. But this one is at least workable because the damage is only to the actual studs themselves. It's not across the plate at all. Okay. Hey, what's up, Constance? How you doing, man? Nilly Auntie, I like it. Just working on Monarch right now, man. I'm just building this big old huge beast right here. Oh, this is just the frame, and it's already got some serious weight to it. So again, I see now what they're doing with these. I don't think it's like the greatest idea, to be honest, where they have these ones sitting into the Technic bars and then having them across, but this is what they're doing where they have these openings. So at least it's going to get reinforced properly when you do it. So, okay. All right. So what I'm doing is, let's see. So I just put this cross piece on right here. I attach it here. It's really flimsy right now, so I'm not going to put a lot of weight on it until I can get it reinforced. Okay. All right, so now I just put some reinforcing right there, but it did not come to the spinners right here. So there's going to be another piece that goes across, I'm sure. And another way to see if it's done, you should be able to see these ones line up with these ones back here, just like this. So we're on track. Hopefully I'm not going to screw this up this time. Ugh. So as again, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you like the stream. That always helps with page visibility. I say that a lot because it means a lot. All right, so now we're working on this. I'm going to put some Technic pieces in here. Now, if you can, you always want to try to get these in flush and straight, but no worries if you don't, because it's pretty easy to buy. Like if you get another Technic piece, you can just twist them so they're correct. This one I didn't, so I'll have to remember to once I get actually I could use the MVP real quick. So the MVP has this great little push piece right here. Let me see if I can get it to come out based on where the hammer position is with something else. Let me see if I can use one of these pieces. So you push it out of the way there, and it pulls that out the back, and then you can put it on here and get your piece directionally set. There you go. So now they're all straight. And then you can just push that back in, and boom. Neat way to use the MVP there. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, boy. Lots of Technic, it looks like, coming in. And again, you know if you've done it right, if all your pieces line up nice and straight. It's kind of hard for me to do it with the camera, but it's there. They're straight. One's a little off. There we go. All right. So this is a tricky one to set up right here because the way the picture is shown, sorry, I was kind of absent for a little bit. You can't see the break where the pieces go underneath everything. So I had to count the studs here and then set the pieces properly. Because also on the back side here, it's kind of hard to tell, but I only can count 3, but there's actually 4 spaces on the back side. So that's where, again, where you count backwards and figure out your spaces there to make it work. All right, hold on a sec. Okay, pressing on. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm doing right now, is building another long piece, and it looks like this is, oh, so this is going to be one of the long ways. I'll show it to you guys here in a second. Actually, let's see. Nope, I'm actually going to show it to you now, because that's the step we're at in the book. All right, so we're going to bring this big old battleship in here, and then this piece. So this piece is going to go under just like this, and it's going to line up on this just this way. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. Yep. Okay. So make sure when you do this, these Technic pieces are on the inside here. So it is still really flimsy because there's not a lot of cross bracing, but I'm sure we're going to get that fixed here soon. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I got to count. That's what I thought. I thought it was one of the big ones. Okay, so we're going to take these two pieces here and shore it all up, it looks like. Make sure you press down all the way across it several times to get it all snug on there. So, yep, that's just what we did right there. So I have a feeling that's done there now. Let's see. Oh, this looks like fun. Okay. This is going to be a standout. And I'm going to see if we can't get the camera in here so you guys can see something of what I'm about to do here. Ah, okay. So I now have to shore up these pieces like this. It's kind of hard to see on the camera angle here. Let me see if I can move my laptop a little bit more. Sorry, my thumb's in the way. But these pieces right here, where my finger's at, they're going to angle from here down to here on both sides. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm going to try to get the laptop in here as close as possible so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Let's see. Very, very tricky. Now, you know you've done it right, so it's not going to sit in the top hole here. This top piece should be sticking up just a little bit because it's actually going to go through and mount on the second hole here, and I'll show you guys that here in a second. So, it's a little tricky here because I got fat fingers and I'm trying to get them through the holes here. There we go. So you guys kind of see how this piece is just sticking up. It's not going to sit in the top piece right there. So just be aware of that when you're doing this. Trying to figure out a way to get my hands down here to do this. Just push those up and out of the way. All right. So we got this piece here, done. So yeah, that was fun. So you also want to know the other pieces of doom are these guys right here. These things hurt the bejesus out of my fingers. All right. All right, got those pieces on there. You guys could see those okay, cool. All right, move this out of the way again. Whew. All right. So I'm going to go for about 30 more minutes. And then I got to stop because I have things that I still got to do here. But hopefully we can get the bag done. I don't know, though. I still got a lot of stuff over here. So I'm going to go as long as I can, but I do need to stop at around 3 o'clock Eastern time. Man, those seat pieces hurt. Man, I call them seat pieces. I don't know what else to call them. They hurt. I'm just being a bad YouTuber here and show you guys what I'm doing. There we go. No, okay. No, need to bring this back. All right. So now they're going to attach it to right here. Again, it should sit underneath these two pieces and then push right into place. And you know you've done it right because you should have it should be smooth all the way across. Then you're going to put pieces on top that mirror the pieces down below just to get that bracing into place. Just like that. All right. Okay, so now we're going to start with these pieces right here going down. Let's see. Looks like we're going to have one right here. These ones right here, Levi? Yeah. All right, I'll hit them with the craggle. As soon as I'm done with the build, I'll come back and crackle them into place. I'm sure that there's going to be something crazy on here that's rocked. It's going to be flimsy, so I'm sure you would not lead me astray. Okay. Now we're going to flip this upside down. Okay, you guys can't see. Well, maybe you can kind of. No, you can't. But trust me, I'm doing what I did up top down below, which is much needed to help hold everything into place. Okay, so I just added. Let me find a spot I can grab here. These. Oh. So I had to put these pieces top and bottom both here, here, and then up here. So top and bottom with those half trapezoids or half octagons, actually. No, 6 hexagon. So these half hexagons to make a full one. So whew, that was fun. I am nervous though, Levi, because I've got a brick that looks like this. Just got absolutely chewed up. So yeah. You know, that would be the first time ever that I've had a brick that got chewed up like that. So I'm hoping that that's not too bad in the long run with me doing stuff. So. Oh, hey, got a few more people on. Okay, then I'm not the only one. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button for me. That means a lot to me. More channel interaction is more visibility. I know some people come on and off, but I really do appreciate it. Let's see. 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're still working on bag 2 of Monarch. We're building out more of the framework right now. So let's see. All right. That's what we're doing right here. All right. So I'm doing the exact same thing on this side now that I did the other side. So this is just me repeating myself. So you guys are not missing anything super exciting and world beating here. Just doing everything that I did on one side now on the other side. Okay. Time to bring the warship back in. Let me get this turned this time so you guys can see what I'm doing a lot better. So what we're doing is we're basically just going to attach this here like this and then leave it sticking out like that. And eventually we'll get everything attached this way. At least this way you guys will be able to see it better now that I have a good angle on it. I can't tell you guys, my fingers are screaming from those two little seat pieces that I had to push down. Those things are not nice. They're as bad as the pinchers, maybe even worse. So another way too, guys, is if you ever you have to put the plus pieces into place and they don't look right, take a Technic rod that you know you're going to attach, and then you can just twist it this way and get them just the right direction that you need them to go. Voila. So now, because I know what I have to do here, I'm going to take these two because I know where they're going to go, and I'm going to preload these bars into place so it makes it easier to slide them in when the time comes. So right about there. So these things are preloaded and ready to go because I know that way they're not going to pose too much of an issue. And I'm actually going to do the same on the big warship right now. Let me find my other one here. So there we go. Little quick fish thinking. So yeah, the executor pinchers were just the absolute worst. Holy cow. But I don't know, man. These things are a very close second. These things chew my fingers up just as bad. Yep, that's the MVP. Yep. All right. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm doing right now. Nothing too crazy here. This is the same thing I've done already. I'm glad that I preloaded these. These should make these easier to go in. That's something that Mold King should have told us about beforehand. That's those little nuances that sometimes get you. All right. Now we're going to bring this under just like this. And if you've measured and done everything right, it should just seat right up into it. See, I have this weird habit of trying to pinch all the way down, but there's nothing under there except like right here and right here. So, just weird habit that I have, trying to pinch things down that aren't there. Now that I'm putting these top plates on, it'll get a lot. Now I can pinch all the way down. Okay, now that these are preloaded, and you guys should be able to see this better. Yep, so you just put it in like that. So it's across the bottom, and then right here, it's going to go, not the very top one. It takes a little bit to line it up to the hole. That's what she said. So that was slightly easier doing it, like preloading it, than trying to force it down there. There we go. All right, so those are in place now. I hate these things so much. Oh yeah, it's going to be huge, man, for sure. I mean, the box weighed 36 pounds. So, you know, the box has got that going for it. Oh, man. God, I hate those pieces. Son of a gun. Okay. So I just built, you guys didn't see it, but I built this piece here to help. Now we're going to shore up the framing right here. Yeah, the Malevolence would be a great ship for them to do. They did do the Droid Control ship, but there's definitely some good separatist ships that can be done, especially the Malevolence or the Invisible Hand. That would be another good one to do. I think that was a separatist ship. Just kind of quick fish thinking. And then the same thing that I'm doing here, where you guys see my big hands flying into place. I'm just shoring it up. Okay. So then again, we're going to put these triangle pieces on. Or half hexagons. Well, triangles, yeah. Triangle's a half hexagon. They're octagons because I can't count. So a quad, whatever. It's a technical term. Oops, I forgot to put a piece right here, didn't I? Yep, I sure did. It's like, it doesn't look like it's going to work here. It's because I forgot to snap this piece on. Okay. Now we're going to flip this. Let's see if I can get it to stay like this. No, it's not going to play ball. So what I'm basically going to do is I got to put these pieces on here on this side. Man, I forgot a piece there too. I'm forgetting pieces everywhere. All right. So now that we got the frame, here, pull it back. This is pretty solid and in place with all of the pieces and whatnot. This is a lot sturdier now. So, well, I can still grab it like that. Oh, yeah. There's a lot that Mold King can do. It's just a matter of them wanting to do it. Like lately, the TIE Bomber was a good decision, but then they did Kylo Ren's shuttle and then Kylo Ren's TIE Whisperer. So they did back to back on that, which I don't know why they did, but they did. So it's just, we kind of have to roll with the punches. Hopefully, with it being, what is it, the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi this year, and the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Hopefully, they may do a couple of stuff in line of that. So. All right, now I'm building some other stuff here. So, all right, I'm going to go about 5 more minutes, guys. And then I just have to go because I got things that I got to do today, unfortunately. Let's see. Okay, so I just built this big, thick brick piece. It's got to go on the back here, like this. Yep. The nice part is you can really push this in because of how solid it is. All right. So actually, guys, that's a good stopping point because all I'm going to be building for the rest of the way is a bunch of these Technic pieces, it looks like. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, I've been going for a couple of hours now, but unfortunately, I got to finish up a few things here for my day. So I'm going to get the rest of this built today, maybe tonight at some point. And then I'll have a follow-up video with everything for you guys tomorrow. So thanks again for those that joined. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, give me a like up there, please. That means a lot to me. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the follow-up video, and then I'll have a couple more builds throughout the week tomorrow. So thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next week. We'll do another live build next week for sure. So we'll see you guys later.